What's up everybody, welcome to a new Microsoft Flight Simulator video. Today we are once again on the VATSIM network in the Phoenix A320. We're flying as Alpine A320 Mike as a service from Amsterdam to Milan. At the moment at Amsterdam, Schiphol ground is online. And in a moment at Milano there will be the Focus on Milano event, which means there will be fully staffed ATC in the Milano airspace. So it's going to be the fun arrival into there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and thanks a lot for watching. Alright, we're gonna go to the ATSU AOC menu, flight init. We're gonna request the flight. There we go. We're flight Alpine A320 from Alpha, departure airport Amsterdam Schiphol, destination airport Milan Malpensa. We're gonna go to the init page and we're gonna request the flight plan here. There we go. Alpine wants A320 MIPE. Our cost index for easyJet is 12 and our flight cruise altitude for today is flight level 330. We're now gonna go and listen to the ATIS on 132.980.
Transition level 45. 1050 degrees.
Alright, we have information Charlie on board. We're now gonna go and request a special thing that we can do via CBDC, which is a PDC, pre-departure clearance. So we're gonna go to the MCDU menu, we're gonna go to ATSU, go to AOC menu, ATC request, pre-departure clearance. So here we have what we need to input here. You have to input the gate number. We are at the moment at Hotel 1. ATIS, what we just listened to, is information Charlie, and station is going to be Echo Hotel Alpha Mike. We're going to send that now, and hopefully the controller has CBDLC set up, so we're going to get a pre-departure clearance in a little bit. We got our pre-departure clearance right here. So we're cleared to Milan Malpensa from runway 36 left. We're cleared via the low pick for Victor departure. So we're going to go runway 36 left. Low pick for Victor departure. Insert that. That's great. Our initial climb is flight level 60. We're going to set it on our altitude knob here. And our squawk is set to 1000. So we're going to set squawk 1000. And let's see the next page. And call 121.805 when ready. Alright, we're going to go and click on this button to tell the controller that we've acknowledged this pre-departure clearance and sent that. There we go, received by ATC. Alright, we're now going to go to init page number 2. We are going to load up the aircraft here. Load aircraft. And we're going to send all of this data to the MCDU. And there we go. We're going to go to our SimBrief OFP here. We're going to check the alternate and reserves fuel. So alternate to Bologna is fuel needed 1.6. So we're going to change that to 1.6. And our final reserves will be 1.6 as well. And we're going to insert that. And now that's everything inserted correctly. We're now going to go to our perf page and calculate our takeoff performance. But first we're going to go ahead and take a look at our departure, which is the low pick for Victor departure. There it is. So we're going to be taking off from runway 36 left and heading 002 to Alpha Mike 084, Victor only, as you can see. Then we're going to take a right turn with the speed of max 220 knots to the heading of 168 to go ahead and go to waypoint Alpha Mike 045. Still with a max speed of 220 knots, and then afterwards we can go and speed up to 250 knots, go to Alpha Mike 036, then to Ojina, then to low pick at flight level 065 or below. But we're probably going to get clearance to climb immediately higher than that anyway, so that should be fine. Alright, that's our low pick for Victor departure. Then we're going to go and actually now calculate our takeoff performance. So we're going to go to the departure perf app. I'm going to change the runway to 36 left, sync final load sheet, 67.9304, which is correct. Sync the live weather that we have now and go and calculate with full length of the runway 36 left. There we go. We have a V1 speed of 151 and 151 for V rotate as well, and we have the V2 of 152. Thrust reduction at 1490 feet, transition altitude 3000 feet. Flaps for today is flaps 1 with a DHS of down 0.4 and a flex to temp is 6.2. So we're going to send this data to the MCDU, and there we go, the exact same data has now been inserted here. Alright, that's everything that we need to be inserting into the MCDU done. Now we're going to go and turn on the seatbelt signs, no smoking signs. We're going to turn on the fuel pumps, and we're going to turn on the APU. There we go, our APU is turned on. We're going to go to the top here and disconnect external power. Now we're going to go to our MCDU menu, go to ATSU, go to AOC menu, go to received messages, and we have a few messages received here. The load sheets. We're gonna go and check them if they are correct. So our zero fuel weight is 609986061, which is correct on the left here. We have a takeoff weight of 67879, which is also correct on the left side. We have a max zero fuel weight of 32.3, which is also correct. Our pax for today is 179, so a full load of passengers on this flight. We've just checked our alternate and final fuels, which is also correct now. We can accept this one. And the fuel in tanks is 7111, which is also correct. We're going to go to the next load sheet here, which is the same. Zero fuel weight 61.0, correct. Pax 179, correct. Takeoff weight 67.9, correct. Max zero weight 32.3, correct. Fuel in tanks 7111, correct. So we can accept that as well. Alright, now we're going to go and first set our QNH to 1010. Stabilize our standby instrument here. Now we can go and disconnect the stairs and prepare for pushback and departure. Alrighty, now we're going to set our TCAS to squawk mode Charlie, and we're now going to go and contact ground for pushback and startup on 121.805. Simple ground, good afternoon, Alpine 86 Uniform Mike at Stan Hotel 1 PDC received, we are fully ready.
Alpine 86 Uniform Mike, information Charlie, QNH 1019, pushback and startup approved.
Pushback and startup approved. QNH 10, confirm QNH 1010 for Alpine 86 Uniform Mike.
Alpine 86 Uniform Mike, affirmative.
Thank you. Alright, we're clear for pushback and depart, so we're gonna go and pushback facing northeast, I guess. Release the parking brakes and turn on the chrono and continue with pushback. Alright, we're gonna set our engine start to ignition, turn on the APU bleed as well before we forget, and we're now gonna also turn on engine number 2 first. Alright, engine number 2 is on the avail. We can now turn on engine number 1. Alright, engine number 1 is now also on the avail, so we now can go and set ignition to normal. Turn on off the APU bleed and APU itself. We can now turn on the weather and wind shear. We're now gonna do a quick flight control check here. Left aileron. Right aileron. Elevator up. Elevator down. Left rudder and right rudder. We're now gonna also set pitch trim to, what was it again, down to 0.4. Now we're gonna also set flaps to 1, arm the spoilers, auto brake to max. Alrighty, that's now everything set and prepared. We're now gonna go and ask for taxi clearance to Schiphol ground. Alpine 86 uniform Mike, request taxi.
Alpine 86 uniform Mike taxi to holding point runway 36 left at Whiskey 5, cross runway 36 center.
Taxi holding point 36 left and via Whiskey 5, cross runway 36 center, Alpine 86 uniform Mike. As ATC said, we're gonna go and taxi to holding point 36 left and Whiskey 5 we're gonna cross 36 center. So we're gonna go here onto Golf. Then we're going to take a left on Bravo, since we're taxiing counterclockwise, and then right on Charlie, and then left to Whiskey 5, crossing 36 center, we're already cleared to, so we don't need to ask that again. Then we can continue on to Victor, get a switch over to Tower somewhere over here, and then continue to probably Victor 4 for runway 36 left. Alrighty, let's continue our taxi. Taxi lights on, runway turn offs on, and here we go.
Go ahead, sir, please, because I was just in a conference. Break, Alpine 86 uniform Mike, contact tower 119.230.
119.230 Alpine 86 uniform Mike, have a nice day, bye bye. Alright, we're now cleared over to Tower 119.230, we're gonna contact them. Hello Schiphol Tower, Alpine 86 uniform Mike on Victor 236 left.
Alpine 86 uniform Mike, Schiphol Tower, goedemiddag. Continue taxi, holding point Victor 1, runway 36 left.
Victor 1. Confirm to holding point Victor 1, Alpine 86 uniform Mike.
Alpine 86 uniform Mike, negative. Continue taxi, holding point Victor 4, runway 36 left.
Alright, taxi to Victor 4, Alpine 86 uniform Mike. Victor 1, well, that's a little bit too far up into the runway, I think.
Alpine 86 uniform Mike, runway 36 left, cleared for takeoff, the wind 050 degrees, 10 knots.
Clear for takeoff, runway 36 left, Alpine 86 uniform Mike. Alright, we're clear for takeoff here. Cabin is also ready, so we're going to turn on our TCAS to TRE. Set our thingy to above, I don't know what it's called, but whatever, above. Landing lights, nose to TO and strobes on. And we're gonna go and line up and take off on runway 36 left. %50 stabilized, brakes released, chrono, and Benflex SRS, auto thrust green. Rotates. Pause the brake, you're up. Thrust time climb.
86 uniform Mike, no for HC available, monitor Unicom up to 8 and 95.
Over the 1 to 2.8, Alpine 86 uniform Mike, nice day, bye. Autopilot, and we are cleared to Unicom. So we're going to continue our climb here onto Unicom. We're just going to go directly to flight level 330, our final altitude for today. above our transition altitude here, so we're gonna go and set bars to standard now. We can also unarm the spoilers. Turn off lights and the nose lights. We're above 10,000 feet, flight level 100. We're gonna go and turn off the landing lights. We're gonna go and do a quick after takeoff checklist here. So gears up, flaps are 0, spoilers unarmed, and our landing lights are off. So there we go. We're gonna continue our climb to flight level 330 final. Oh, we got process control line. We're gonna go there and 131.1. Give them a call. Process control, good afternoon. Alpine 86 uniform passing for level 270, 11 miles, bogey.
Alpine 86 uniform Mike, process control identified, classified level 330.
For level 330, Alpine 86 uniform Mike. We're still clear to flight level 330. We're now under process control for a little bit. And we're gonna continue back to Unicom after. Yeah, seatbelt signs off, of course. Yep, still continue. Alright, we've just reached our cruise altitude of level 330. Smooth air here. We're gonna go and continue our flight here. In a little bit we're gonna go over to Unicom, and then we're just gonna go and continue our flight to Milan. And we will all see you guys when we are nearing top of descent. Alright everybody, we are almost nearing our top of descent here. As you can see, we have a few miles to go. We're now going to go and enter our destination data here, so we're going to go and take a listen to the arrival ATIS on 120.025.
1250, type of approach ILS Zulu, runway in use 35 right, runway conditions code 66.
Alright, we now have Alpha on board. We can now insert the destination data here. We're gonna do a recheck there once we are close to there, but for any changes that may occur. So we have a QNH at 1014. We have a temperature of 16. The winds are variable at 2 knots, so we're just gonna put 000/2. The expected approach that we're gonna do is ILS Zulu 35 right, and the expected arrival will be the Rixuf 3 Echo arrival. So we're gonna do ILS Zulu 35 right, Rixuf 3 Echo arrival with the inler transition. Insert that. We're now gonna go to the arrival correction. We're now gonna go to the approach page here for ILS Zulu 35 right. So localize frequency 10.9er, file approach course 346, which will be automatically inserted in the navret page, which is already done here. And the minimums for our approach is 891, so we're going to insert that. I think we just got a call from Milano radar as well. Let's see, yeah we did. We got a call from Zurich radar? Swiss radar, or 133.050, alright. Swiss radar, good afternoon, Alpine 86 uniform Mike at level 310, inbound Baxo.
Alpine 86 uniform Mike,
we're now going to continue here, and then we're going to start descent once we reach our top of descent.
Alpine 86 uniform Mike, descent flight level 220.
Descent for level 220, Alpine 86 uniform Mike. Alright, we're now cleared to descend to for level 220. So we're actually going to just do that.
Descent flight level 210, Alpine 86 uniform Mike, descent flight level 190.
Descent for level 190, Alpine 86 uniform Mike.
Alpine 86 uniform Mike, contact Milano radar 135.455.
135.455, Alpine 86 uniform Mike, and nice bye, bye bye.
Dervic 6 Foxtrot, could we get there in 10 minutes out of cockpit if possible?
Miranda Radar, good afternoon, Alpine 86 for Mike, passing for level 220 for 190, inbound Akasu.
Ciao, Alpine 86 for Mike, Milano radar contact, Rixuv 3 Echo arrival, runway 35 right.
Clear, Rixuv 3 Echo, runway 35 right, Alpine 86 for Mike.
Or more.
Alpine 86 for Mike, descend flight level 150, speed 250 knots.
Descend level 150, speed 250 knots, Alpine 86 for Mike. Alright, we're cleared to fly level 150 and speed 250 knots. Alright, we're cleared on the Rixuv 3 Echo departure, so we're speed max 250 knots here. Then we go to Mike Charlie 685, F gear, flight level 110 and flight level 090 between max 230 knots, but for now we have a speed of just 250 knots, so we're gonna keep that. Then proceed to all these waypoints here. Maybe we'll get a shortcut here into the final approach, and then to Inder at 190 knots, 4,000 feet at or above.
0 degrees, 6 knots. Alpine 86 uniform Mike, descend flight level 120.
Level 120, Alpine 86 uniform Mike.
Oscar. Alpine 86 uniform Mike, descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1014, speed 230 knots.
Then 6,000 feet, QNH 1014 and speed 230 knots, Alpine 86 uniform Mike. We're clear to 6,000 feet, speed 230 knots. Under 10,000 feet, landing lights, runway turn offs, nose lights to CO, and the seatbelts on. And we're going to turn on the engine anti-ice since we are going to be descending through clouds. Okay, we're going to do a quick landing calculations here. So we're going to be landing runway 35 right. The runway condition is 666 from our ATIS, so that's good. We're going to apply the METAR here. Our landing weights, right now our weight is 64.7, which is going to be around 6.4 when we probably land. So we're going to enter 6.4 tons. There we go. So low air brake, idle rev, so that should be fine. We have enough runway. So we're gonna go and set auto brake to low.
1 second, brake, Lufthansa 1 to pop.
Right, we are below our transition altitude, so we're gonna set our QNH to 1014.
Disregard. Alpine 86 uniform Mike, turn right heading 260 base.
Right heading 260 for base, Alpine 86 uniform Mike. Right, we're going to turn on the LSS, so we can see the localizer and glide slope.
Alpine 86 uniform Mike, descend 4,000 feet.
Descend 4,000 feet, Alpine 86 uniform Mike. Alright, optimal descent to 4,000 feet.
Wind 030 degrees.
Standing 170,
Alpine 86 uniform Mike, right heading 330, clear the LS Zulu 35 right.
Right heading 330, cleared ILS Zulu 35 right, Alpine 86 uniform Mike. There we go, we're gonna arm the localizer. Once the localizer comes in, we're gonna intercept it. There we go, there's the field at our 1 o'clock. Let's slow down to 190 knots now, since we're cleared for ILS, and set flaps to 1. There we go, we have captured the localizer. Now we're going to wait until the glide slope comes in, and we're going to arm the approach boat. There we go, the glide slope coming in, so we're going to arm approach. We're going to be capturing the glide slope in a little bit. Right, we've now also captured the glide slope, so we're now established on the ILS runway 35 right. We're going to reach our speed to 180 knots now. Alright, we're 9 miles out, so we're now going to go and put the landing gear down. Free speed, Alpine 86 uniform Mike. Alright, we're now gonna also set flaps to. We're going to keep 180 knots until 6 and 160 until 4, just the standard what I always do, and then go to our final approach speed. Let's see if approach has been armed. Let's activate approach phase now as well. There we go.
Alpine 86 uniform Mike, contact tower 128.350, ciao.
128.350, Alpine 86 uniform Mike, ciao.
Easy 3266, speed 220 knots are great.
We're past 4 miles, so we're gonna go and set manage speed and get to our final approach speed. And we're now gonna contact tower 128.350. Milano tower, ciao, Alpine 86 uniform Mike, 435 right to final.
Ciao, Alpine 86 uniform Mike, around 35 right, clear to land, 270
Good land, room 35 right, Alpine 86 uniform Mike. Now we can also set flaps full. So, our landing gear is on, seatbelt signs are on, spoilers full, spoilers armed. And here we go, landing is complete. Let's go manual and land this thing. There we go.
Above 100 50 minimum,
Continue.
30 20 retard 5.
There we go. Reverse is green. Decel. Right, we're gonna turn off the spoilers and set flaps to 0. We're gonna turn off the runway landing lights.
Mike, continue echo, and correction, hold short of echo.
Hold short of echo, Alpine 86 uniform Mike.
Alpine 86 uniform Mike, contact ground 121.09, ciao.
Over the 121.9, Alpine 86 uniform Mike, ciao. So we're gonna hold short here at echo, and then we're gonna contact ground on 121.9. Alright, let's clean up here. We have landing lights off, nose to taxi, strokes to auto. We can turn off the, we can set the DCAS to standby, keeping squawk mode Charlie. I'm gonna call ground here for taxi to parking.
Thank you.
Up at ground, ciao, Alpine 86 uniform Mike, vacated 35 right.
Alpine 86 uniform Mike, ciao, stand 112 taxi, Charlie and Mike.
To stand 112 via Charlie and Mike, thank you very much, Alpine 86 uniform Mike. Alright, we are got 112 stand assigned. Okay, let's get to our airport chart here. So we're gonna be taxiing via right on Charlie, then to Mike here, and then to stand 112. You can't see it here, but here's Charlie, taxiway, and then Mike, and then stand 112, which is around here. Let's continue our taxi. Alright, stand 112 is going to be on the right there, so we're going to turn on the APU. Then we're going to take a right here onto stand 112.
350 Alpine 4.
India Golf Uniform Alpha India is ready for startup.
There we go. Set parking brakes. The APU is now on avail, and now we can turn off engine number 1 and 2. Alright, welcome everybody to Milano Malpensa. Flight time of around 1 hour and 25 minutes. And yeah, Very fun arrival with the ATC here. Very professional. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you all guys in the next one. Have a nice one. Bye bye.